morning, Belzer. It's time for morning announcements. I'm Madeline.
And I'm Claire.
And we are anchors for BTV.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God.
Today is Friday, January 15th. It is National Hat Day.
Today's lunch menu is mozzarella cheese sticks or cheese knots,
Manager's Choice,
turkey and cheese chef salad,
tuna sandwiches,
golden corn.
and California blend vegetables.
In school news, Best Buddies will have lunch together today during all lunches in the Bruins Den. This Monday, January 18th, Fall Creek Valley hosted Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration from 3 to 6. Everyone is invited to attend.
All long-distance runners are invited to join the LC program for winter workouts on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Workouts are from 4 to 5:30, and you must have transportation home. You're to meet at the doors that are locked right by the football stadium. Contact Coach Kowalczyk at LC for more information if needed.
If you are ever absent or late to school, you can access the BTV broadcast on our YouTube channel found on our school website.
From now to January 22nd, B212 is closed for laptop repair during college prep. Testing is going on in this location.
Today is the honor roll celebration for first semester grades. The 8th grade will go to the cafeteria during 6th period, and the 7th grade will have their party during 7th period. Lists of students who made the honor roll have been posted throughout the building and are scrolling on the announcements on the TVs.
Do you suffer from FOMO? FOMO stands for the fear of missing out. Well, if you do, you need to buy a yearbook. It's not too late to place your order or start a payment plan. Get a form from C110 or from the school office.
And now to Josh with the sports and weather update.
Today's weather is a high of 43 and a low of 26. It will be rainy today. Sports fact: golf balls can reach up to 170 miles per hour. 7th grade boys basketball team won 41 to 35, and it will be the 5th seed in the country tournament. 8th grade boys won 52 to 19. They are first seed in the tournament. 7th grade girls won their first game 41 to 15. 8th grade girls won 31 to 11. Great job. Now here is an interview with Dayton Jones.
Hi, I'm Tamara Thompson here interviewing Dayton Jones. How do you feel about your first loss?
Well, I feel like we shouldn't have lost, and we made too many mistakes, and we need to work hard in practice.
How do you think the rest of the season's gonna go?
Well, if we work hard in practice and fix our mistakes, our season will go well.
How are you pushing yourself to get better?
We push ourselves because we work hard in practice and make each other better, and we take ourselves accountable for our mistakes.
Do you think you're gonna win the next game?
Yeah, I think we'll win the next game if we work hard in practice and fix our mistakes from our last loss.
Thank you, Josh and Tamara.
In national news, Volkswagen has designed a driveless car with electricity and no gas. They are trying to create a way to charge a car in 5 minutes or less and keep it charged for a longer period of time.
The West African nation of Liberia has been declared Ebola-free. This marks the end of a terrible epidemic that took the lives of over 11,000 people. A representative from the World Health Organization said it's the first time since the start of the epidemic in West Africa 2 years ago that the 3 hardest hit countries had 0 cases for at least 42 days. This is a huge milestone, but the people of Liberia must still be cautious. The country has been declared Ebola-free twice before, and each time new cases of this disease showed up.
Albert Einstein once said, "Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them."
On this day in history, in 1967, the Packers faced the Chiefs in the first Super Bowl.
Interesting fact, In space, you can't cry because there is no gravity to make the tears flow.
Riddle of the day. What travels the world but always stays in its corner?
I don't know, what?
A stamp.
Now to Mr. Landers with the rest of your morning announcements. Have a great day, Bruins.
Good morning, Belzer Middle School. This is Mr. Landers here. I've just got a couple of announcements. The first one is grief group. We have another grief group starting soon, so if someone in your family or a close person has died that's close to you, feel free to contact Mrs. Neal or myself, and we can get you plugged into that grief group. It's an awesome thing. The people that run it, Miss Kelly, do a great job. Also, honor roll. We had over 330 students make the honor roll, the high honor roll and the regular honor roll, which means they had A's and B's with no C's. That's awesome. So we're going to celebrate that today. 8th graders, you'll be 6th period, so you'll report to your 6th period class, and then we'll release you, and then we're going to have a great time. 7th graders, you are 7th period, so you report to your 7th period class, and then we'll release you to come on down and have your good time. Now to your morning announcements.
Good morning, Bruins. A couple quick things that we've got going on this morning. First of all, I want to congratulate excuse me, our college prep classes that are receiving donuts today because they had over 85% completion rate on their reading logs this week. Miss Bernard, Miss Fallahy, the front office assistants, Miss Leewood, Mr. Miller, Miss Schulte, Miss Smith, Mrs. Trotter, Miss Usina, and Miss Wood. Congratulations to all those college preps. Second thing, I want to remind everybody, I know they mentioned it this morning, but again, obviously we do not have school Monday in honor of Martin Luther King Jr., and I want to make sure that you guys all know that and that your parents know that. I'd hate for you to show up to school Monday. We won't be here. Also, I want to make sure you understand, they mentioned the activity that's going on at Fall Creek Valley. That's a free activity. There are lots and lots of communities that are holding activities, positive activities for the day. So my recommendation for you as your principal is, I know Monday is going to be a day off of school and a day for you to relax and kind of reset a little bit, but I encourage you to get out and do something positive. Get involved in a community event, do something nice for a neighbor, spend some quality time with your family, make that day meaningful for you. Third thing, without school Monday, I've been getting a couple questions about, will reading logs still be due on Tuesday? And the answer is yes. So please make sure that you get your reading done this weekend if you haven't gotten it done already, and make sure you're ready to turn it in on Tuesday morning. Mr. Landers talked a little bit about that honor roll celebration. Again, we're very proud of all those students and the number of students that are reaching that goal. And we'll have a great time this afternoon. Again, we expect great behavior from you guys, just like we had last time, so we can continue to do fun things like that to reward you for your hard work. We are going to end today with a little bit of a follow-up from our work the other day on goals. I charged the BTV staff with finding a video that would be appropriate to talk, to show to students about goal setting. And you're going to hear some of the same things that you heard from me the other day about SMART goals, as well as some other information about overcoming obstacles and staying focused, and basically making sure that you are setting specific goals to help you reach those small successes at a time. As we get back to school next week, I do want you guys to know that I will be talking with you on Tuesday a little bit about setting your own specific goal now that we've done some work on it. So please stay tuned and watch this video, and then I hope everybody has a great Friday and a great extended weekend, and I look forward to seeing everybody back on Tuesday. Have a good day. Please stay tuned for the video.
Setting goals for yourself is one of the most important things that you as a student can do. When you look at set goals on a day-to-day basis, rather than looking at all of your tasks at once, you are more likely to stay motivated and focused. The first thing we are going to take a look at is proper goal setting. When it comes to goal setting, there are two types of goals you can set for yourself: long-term and short-term goals. Long-term goals are important because it allows you to set an objective that you want to work towards. It is easy to lose motivation if you do not set any long-term goals for yourself. If you don't care about what you learn in your courses, then you most likely won't care about what your final marks may be. You have to ask yourself questions like, what do I want to accomplish? And how will I do this? Short-term goals are steps that help you answer the first questions you asked yourself. By setting daily and weekly goals, you can work your way in small doses in order to come closer to your long-term goal. Without short-term goals, it can be easy to get overwhelmed by your long-term ambitions, creating unwanted stress. Grouping your work, so that you think of it in smaller bits, makes it easier to approach than the whole project at once. When working towards any of your goals, there will come a time when sacrifices will have to be made. Sometimes, short-term sacrifices are needed in order to carry out your long-term goals. You have to plan ahead in order to know what sacrifices will have to be made in the future. This avoids any unpleasant surprises. It is important to know that when setting goals for yourself, there are never any failures. Whether or not you've completed your goal, there is always something you can learn from the experience. Don't be discouraged if you don't complete a goal that you set for yourself. Just step back and think about what went wrong and how you can avoid doing the same thing next time. The next thing we are going to learn about is setting SMART goals for yourself. Specific goals have clearly defined targets. If your goals are not specific, you will have no idea when you have achieved them. Know what you want to improve on and focus on it. For example, a non-specific goal would be, I want to be in better shape, whereas a specific goal would be, I want to be able to run 5 kilometers by March. Measurable goals have concrete criteria that you can use to measure your progress. They have a defined beginning and end. An example of a non-measurable goal would be, I want to do well in English, whereas a measurable goal would be, I want to get at least a B in English. The next type of goal is an attainable goal. In order to have an attainable goal, you need to consider what is possible for you to complete in the time frame that you have available. For example, a non-attainable goal would be, I want to run the 100-meter sprint in 8 seconds. An attainable goal would be, I want to run the 100-meter sprint in 15 seconds. This section of your goal checklist is your very own personal and realistic goal. For a realistic goal, you will need to consider how much free time you have, how long each activity takes, and your personal abilities. An example of a non-realistic goal would be, I want to get A's in all of my courses, join 3 new clubs, play on an intramural sports team, and join the McMaster Orchestra. A more realistic goal would be, I want to get A's in all of my courses and join 1 new club. Know what you want to focus your energy on. Remember that there are only 24 hours in a day. The last goal type is a timely goal. Timely goals set deadlines that you need to meet in order to accomplish your goal. Setting smaller deadlines for the individual parts of an assignment can keep you organized and save you from a last-minute rush. An example of a non-timely goal would be, I want to study for my biology exam, whereas a timely goal would be, I will study for my biology exam on February 27th, 28th, and 29th. Know that setting a deadline for the project will give you a finish line to focus on, which can help you stay focused and deliver positive results. Using the SMART framework can help you create personalized and achievable goals. Effective goal setting can set you up to succeed, boosting your confidence and increasing your drive to set bigger and better goals.